songs after a lesson, but I don't have any. We're not doing any songs right now because
Okay.
it's menu. So,
Oh, okay.
let's start by stretching. It's very important to stretch before you sing.
It's at Easy Music Center. We have one of our employees, Alan Ubaldo, and Kim Francis, a new vocal instructor. And we're doing a little mini crash course lesson with Alan here,
Yes.
/ warm up.
Alright, so stretching is very important when you sing to avoid any tension, because tension can be a singer's worst nightmare. So, start by, your feet actually look pretty good. You want to make sure they're shoulder width apart,
Okay.
and make sure your hips are relaxed, because that's kind of the basis of all your movement. And then stretch the arms a little bit, roll back the shoulders. People can get a lot of tension in their shoulders, and it's not good. Stretch your arms.
Wow. I didn't know I had to stretch. Maybe that's
It
why.
can be very helpful. It can really relieve a lot of tension. I get it a lot in my wrists too when I'm interpreting. So I like to roll my wrists. And then roll your neck a little bit. Neck tension is extremely bad for singers. And it's usually where we get it. We get it a lot in our heads and our necks. And massage your jaw a little bit. Jaw tension is also really bad for singers.
Probably shouldn't have going on.
Probably not. And then massage your throat a little bit, lightly. Okay, and I'm gonna do something that I just did with Peter here, that a lot of students don't like.
Okay.
We start by doing siren exercises just to make sure that everything is in placement is correct and
Okay.
everything. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start and go woo like a siren.
Woo!
Good, except I noticed that when you did it, you kind of did woo. You want to make sure that your neck doesn't get. You don't want it to be like that, but you don't want it. You don't want it
Okay.
doing all your work for you. So just make sure that it's straight and just woo, all with the air.
Woo!
Good.
Chee-hoo!
It's actually really good to do that, and
Really?
yeah, it's good. It can make your voice. It can make your range higher.
Oh, yeah?
It releases a lot of tension because you're not thinking about singing a high note. You're just kind of letting it go. Also, a thing I like to do with my students is a buzzing exercise. It's the same thing, but you buzz instead. So it's
Alan, for a singer, man, I'm unimpressed.
I know.
good, and that can also help us get the high notes that we have too much tension to get. So then after that, I just take a breath for me. Just inhale and exhale. All right. So I noticed your shoulders are not really in place. They're kind of sinking a little bit, and they're going all over the place. You want to make sure that your shoulders aren't doing the work. You want to make sure it's just here. So inhale for me and make sure that it's just your stomach.
Okay.
Put your hands right here, actually. And then exhale slowly. Good. That was good. That was a good singer's breath.
Are you impressed now, Peter?
Yeah, really, highly.
Alright, so come over here, Steve. And keeping all of that in mind, we're going to start to sing. And just keep in mind you relax your jaw as you sing, and remember to take the deep breaths.
Okay.
You can put your hands there if you want. We're just going to start on so you took a very shallow breath.
Okay.
You gotta make sure you take a deep breath. But your shoulders just went up. So make sure it's just from here.
Right.
Ready? Drop your jaw a little bit.
Your whole voice improves when you drop your mouth. Like the pitch, everything like sounds better.
You drop your jaw. That's the first thing that I try to teach my students is to drop their jaw. Just doing that, even if you haven't had a lesson with me, if I just email somebody and tell them, hey, when you're singing, try to drop your jaw, you will notice you're
I could hear a big difference, Alan.
The amateur is different.
So after that, let's do some arpeggios. You know
On guitar, but what is arpeggio?
It's just rather than
Oh,
a step,
did
you're
it?
gonna do a skip. So we're just gonna do mi,
Knee.
mi,
Okay.
mi, and remember to drop your jaw.
Nia, 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 Nia.
Good. Except I noticed that when you get high, you're sort of doing this
Yeah.
thing.
Bad.
It can cause a lot of tension, and you really don't need to do it. Just try to keep like this. Actually, put your hands here, and don't squeeze your face. Just
Oh.
kind of leave them there as a reminder for how much you can actually expand your jaw. So when you do it this time, do me and let your hands kind of guide your jaw where it's gonna go. So let's go down here. Try not to let the head go up. Good. You have a lot of sound. You have a big sound. So this exercise is actually really good because what it does is it actually places the note, the high note, before you actually sing it. Because what you're doing with the knee is you're kind of putting it in the mask up here, and then by the ah, you're releasing it.
So I have a question. So as a singer and other beginning musicians, should they always warm up before they sing?
Oh yeah.
Really?
You should definitely warm up before you sing. It's like asking a runner, should you stretch before a marathon?
Yeah. I think.
Because it's just very important to your vocal health, and you'll notice that if you do it a lot more, you'll improve more quickly because you won't have so much tension. If you just go right into singing your hardest song.
Can you show me like a quick warm up that I should be doing? I think a lot of musicians would like to know that because what I do is I just start and sing the easy songs in the beginning, so I
Yeah.
kind of stretch myself, and then
Yeah.
later on I'll do crazier ones. But
I remember I had one student, I asked her how she would warm up, and she said that she'd turn on the radio and
Sing along.
And I was just disgusted because I was like, you're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
But actually, what we're doing right now, this is a warm up.
oh, this is a warm
You
up.
should always stretch before a warm up because singers are athletes too,
Mhm.
just like runners or anything else. So it's important to stretch everything. Singing is, a lot of people think it's just your voice.
Uh-huh.
It is a full body activity. You need to stretch everything. You need to make sure your whole body is geared because, as I was just telling Peter, I actually had Achilles tendonitis last year, and that injury affected my voice.
Oh.
Any bodily injury can affect your voice. So you just want to make sure that everything, your whole body is into it. Because it is a sport.
I'd imagine that affects the longevity of your career too, Alan, if you don't do that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, Peter, I'm an athlete. She said it.
At
It's true.
eating.
And like a lot of things that people just don't think about. It's like, have you ever heard that dairy can affect
Oh, yeah,
your voice?
like
Anything can affect your voice. I mean, that's why they tell you, if you have a performance the next day, you should not be out drinking because alcohol can affect your voice, and caffeine can affect your voice, and
Oh, really?
oh yeah, caffeine dries up your vocal folds.
So no Red Bull.
So no Red Bull. That's very bad for your voice. The best thing to drink is water at room temperature because cold water is actually bad for your voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that people just they overlook. But
Oh, I do any wrong stuff.
what we're doing right now is a warm up. So what we did in the stretching, that's very important. A lot of times I'll have students breathe a little bit before just to make sure that the breathing is in here. So sometimes I'll have them do put your hands here, and then I'll have them inhale in for 4.
We got Kim Francis and Alan Ubaldo. Kim's our new vocal instructor over here. You should come check her out. Easy Music Center.